Hello everyone and welcome to Movie Review UK. Today I'm reviewing Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher is a film that I had a mild interest in when it came out. It wasn't something that I actually got around to seeing at the cinema, and I did say I will hopefully eventually get to see that on Blu-ray or however. So, much to my delight, it was recently added to Netflix, and so I thought I would give it a bash. I had heard good things online about it, and I do actually quite enjoy Tom Cruise. When the opening credits rolled up, I also saw that Rosamund Pike was in it, and I love her as well. It's also worth noting that my fiancée is not the most embracive of people. If I put a film on, or a TV show, or anything interesting, like a action film, thriller film, documentary, anything like that, she will typically just sit there playing on her phone. But I put Jack Reacher on last night, and at first she was on her phone, but after about 5 minutes or so, she did start watching the film, and although she was begrudging to admit it, I think she actually enjoyed it quite a lot. Just to give you an example of...
Go away! How dare you belittle me on camera?
Not belittling you, Claire. So it even kept her attention, but I was absolutely enthralled for the whole film. Basically, the movie is about an ex-military cop, like a super incredible, calculating, intelligent, and also highly trained absolute lad of a physician. Is that physician? That's a doctor, isn't it?
Physician?
Physical lad. Physical brawler. Yeah. Brawly intelligent. So he's an absolute king, basically. And he finds himself entangled in a situation where a sniper, a murderer, kills 5 people. And he has to kind of untangle this mess and offer his insight and eventually, hopefully, solve it. So, I was really shocked at the start of this film. The opening scene is absolutely horrendous. It is terrifying. It really is. It's a very, 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 very disturbing scene. And so it meant that I was hooked within a minute, within 2 minutes. So I love a film that can do that. When you're sitting there watching a film and you're half hour in and you're like, I'm not quite with this film yet. And it has happened to me recently, even on films that I did eventually enjoy. It happened with The Visit and it happened with Rampage. It just doesn't hook me straight away. And I think when a film does grab you that early on, another just random example would be, maybe not a great example, but The Winter Soldier. It had me on board straight away because it has that amusing line, on your left. I mean, I know it's characters that we already know and are familiar with, but straight away you have that, just something to connect to. So this had that. Just, it was enthralling and terrifying and brilliant. And the way that the film unravels is brilliant as well, because there is an element of mystery to it, at least to begin with. And then we kind of learn facts about the situation as the film goes on, and we see it from Jack Reacher's point of view. Tom Cruise is excellent in it. He's kind of a much more intimidating person than he plays in Mission Impossible, which of course comparisons are bound to be drawn with. But as I say, he's a much more intimidating person, and the way he reacts as well, there's certain scenes where I thought, wow, that's not how these kinds of scenes normally go down in these kinds of films. So the main example I will give is when he's in a car chase. Normally in these car chases, the guys driving are just like, yeah, I'm being a lad, blah, blah, blah. But during this, Tom Cruise was like, and like he was clearly very uncomfortable in the situation, which I thought was actually really good. Now he does seem very confident and very almost cocky when he's doing other things. I don't know if it's maybe just because it basically wasn't his car. Who knows? But it was just a nice little element that I picked up on, and it was really nice. The choreography is really good. As I say, Tom Cruise is a #lad. I think, but I have very little knowledge of what I believe is called Krav Maga. But I think he might have been displaying some of that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that is true. I might just be spouting absolute rubbish. But also, the villains in this film, the kind of sniper / the main baddies, are horrible. some of the things they've done and the things that they talk about are disgusting, and some of the things that they make other people do are terrifying. They really are very good villains. I also really like the direction of the film. Cinematographically speaking, it's very nice. It's kind of a very stylish film, and I like it when films like this are stylish and they just have nice camera angles and all that kind of thing. It ticks another box for me. It's extremely violent as well, which I, as a man, love. Sexist, but yeah, I really like that. It's entertainingly violent. And what I should say is, you know, it's satisfyingly violent when we want it to be, but also some of the violence in it is horrible and disturbing, like that opening scene is awful. And that, I think, it has a good balance of when to take the violence kind of seriously and when to give us satisfying violence, i.e. when bad characters are having their comeuppance. It's also quite funny as well. It's got an excellent dash of humour, both cocky lines, just incredibly cocky lines that we love, like action one-liners, typical action one-liners that are just amazing, and just being generally funny as well. So it has really the perfect blend: violence, action, suspense, mystery, thrills, a dash of comedy / cockiness. This is kind of, for me, this is like my perfect kind of action thriller. What? I couldn't draw many criticisms against it, I really couldn't. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was tremendous. It actually blew me away a little bit of how good it was. I was not expecting to enjoy it this much. I had heard good reviews, as I said, but I absolutely loved it. I am now 100% on board the Jack Reacher fan bandwagon, the fan-wagon, if you will. And so I will be day one-ing the sequel, which I believe is out in October 2016. I would give this a very, very, very solid 9 out of 10. Yeah, excellent film. I'd highly recommend it. And if you are a subscriber to Netflix, it's on there. You can watch it right now. You can stop this video and you can go and watch this excellent film. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think of Jack Reacher in the comments below and subscribe for more videos.